the great news is there's so many products still on Amazon where people are just really not creative because they're not, the school system doesn't teach people to be creative. It teaches them to be very linear in their thinking instead of relaxing and having fun.
But this is important, like being creative, like don't feel daunted. It's not, yes, I'm an interior designer, but I didn't invent something. I just picked an existing product and did it in a new color and pattern. And it can be even simpler than that. Like sometimes it's just taking two products and bundling them together. Like creativity can just be just improving on it just a bit. We don't mean artistic creative. We mean just solve problems for people.
Well, that's what entrepreneurship is, right?
Yeah.
Solving problems. Elon Musk solves big problems for a lot of people. But I think a really good example of it is your daughters, right? So the product your daughters are selling is a product that they were looking for themselves and would buy themselves with your money, probably. But talk us through the process of your girls used that software and identified that, hey, look how much money is in these things. And guys, you might be wondering, why don't we just reveal what they're selling? Well, that's where all the work is, right, is in finding these opportunities. So we don't reveal it, but we are going to teach you the principles. So they found these products that they loved, and they're like, but none of them have these things. Talk us through the process of how they modified their lure to catch fish.
So they didn't just start designing a product. We found the niche first. So they thought of like everything that they would ever want, or problem that they would want to solve. And we went through a bunch of niches and we identified this niche. We then looked at what not only everybody else on Amazon was selling, but like on Etsy, on Pinterest, on Instagram, whatever. And they found one that they all got really excited. We ordered it and we went, this is terrible, this doesn't work, this needs to be bigger and this needs to be a different color. And we literally sat around, took pictures of it, did some sketches, made a little video, and then like, just because I'm a designer, like I didn't get on my computer and like illustrate it. No, we just outsourced and sent that off to be drawn up to then get quotes on.
Okay, so you used a word there called outsourced. Now we as internet
we're
entrepreneurs over here, we know what outsourcing is. But for those of you at home, you might be thinking, what does outsourced actually mean? Well, there's a website, which I'll tell you right now, one of many that we recommend in the course. This is one of them. It's called Upwork, UPWORK, and that's where side hustle workers, everything from lawyers to accountants to CAD drawers to engineers to artists, animators, all kinds of skills, writers, admin assistants, from all over the planet say, this is my hourly rate, here's my portfolio, you can hire me by the hour. Your girls went on there to find a CAD draftsman, which is somebody who turns a sketch into a drawing that a factory can actually build something off. Tell us about what...
Kind of like a cartoon drawing that you can see in 3 dimensions, and then all the manufacturer parts. So it makes it really easy to get a quote from somebody in China. They can understand something like that. But if we were to do this where we live, we'd have to pay somebody $2,000 or $3,000.
Right, for an engineer to do it properly in a computer.
Yeah, and I'm not like exploiting anybody. We hired this great guy from Israel. His name was Ben the Bogeyman.
Ben the Bogeyman.
Yeah, and where he lived, he was happy to do this after his other job, and he charged us $60.
$60.
Yeah.
So your girls are living in the Tweed Heads, the east coast of Australia, surf town, hired a guy called Bob, what was his name?
Ben the Bogeyman.
Ben the Bogeyman in Israel.
Yeah.
And then they started getting quotes from a factory in China based on Ben the Bogeyman's drawings.
Yep.
And then so the factory said, okay, we can do that.
Yeah.
Then what happened? They sent a sample?
Yeah, they sent a sample. And again, like I let my girl, there's 4 girls. I worked with 2 other single moms, and it's like collaborated, got help, didn't do it. I wasn't a mushroom in a closet trying to do this all by myself. We like all worked together, combined our superpowers.
What was it like when the sample turned up for the girls?
Like
they must have been so excited.
Like hyenas at a carcass, or like birds, like oh, oh, I want to open it. Like I don't like this, I don't like that. I just stood back and just took notes, like recorded, and and then we literally made a video, and I typed it up for Margie. I've actually built relationships with both of my suppliers in China. They're not like mean, scary people. They're like real people with families who know my kids' names. And so we sent that off, and they made the improvements, and we ordered their product. It was pretty exciting. And do you know how much they did their first month?
I think I do, but tell us
Yeah,
again.
so they landed just around Thanksgiving and they did $4,000 in sales their first
US
month.
dollars.
Yeah,
4,000 US dollars in sales, and they're 14 and 12.
yeah.
Amazing. Like,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
And we did it on a total shoestring because, you know, like I was spending their money.
You took the photos with an iPhone and
Yep.
things like that.
Yep.
Amazing. So in the course, you learn how to connect with Chinese factories, write briefs, get quotes, what we call a RFP, request for price,
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, the course makes it so it's not scary. You know, like it's just, you know, each step.
Interesting.
If you enjoyed that video, please hit the subscribe button as well as the little bell that's sitting on the screen around here so that you get notified whenever we drop a new video. Thanks for watching. Bye.